What up? It's Mr. Royce, Royce Media, coming at you guys with another video. All right, we're about to give it a few minutes to have some more people come in, and we'll get started on our video about the passport bro haters and how the world sees them. Okay, so get yourself some popcorn, and we'll get into it. All right. Anyway, how are you all? How are you guys doing today? I had a halfway decent day today. Had some stuff I had to deal with in the morning, but other than that, I can't complain. Before we get into our main topic, let's talk a little bit about this Tory Lane's trial. Tory Lane versus Megan Thee Stallion trial that's going on in New York, I guess, today. And they had the prosecution and defense. They entered their opening arguments, and it's going to be an interesting trial because this trial has a lot to do with you know how the police are utilized to how the police are utilized by women to inflict harm on a man in domestic situations. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out in this trial and to see what happens. You know. Anyway, what else is going on in the news? I guess recently, Brittany Griner was released from the Russian prison in a prisoner swap for the Merchant of Death. So, our country, the Biden administration, we're not going to put that on the rest of the country. We're going to put that on the Biden administration because that's where it goes. They swapped a professional athlete that got caught with a cannabis substance in a Russian airport for a arms dealer who is deemed the Merchant of Death. And it's funny that this went down at this particular time when Russia is in war with the Ukraine. And the Biden administration released the Merchant of Death back to the Russian authorities. I don't know. To me, it seems like this guy is going to be the game changer for Russia because up until now, Ukraine has been giving Russia all it can handle. This was not a cakewalk for Russia, not in the least. And now we've released a master of mayhem back to the Russians, who will no doubtly utilize the skills and the knowledge of the Merchant of Death and its war effort against Ukraine. So I don't see anything good coming out of it. The argument is that we got Brittany back, United States custody. Well, understand this. She got caught committing a crime and admitted to the crime, and when in Rome, you do as the Romans do. Well, in this case, you do as the Russians do, and the Russians don't do cannabis in the airports. So, we basically circumvented Russian law to get back someone who plays basketball, who, who plays in a league not a lot of people watch, and we traded this basketball player for the Merchant of Death. Now, there was another prisoner being held over there who is a former United States Marine who was charged by the Russian government of espionage when they arrested him at a wedding in Russia. He has maintained his innocence in the subsequent years after his arrest. Meanwhile, Brittany Griner admitted to having cannabis in her luggage at the Russian airport. So, to me, this is not a good look for the U.S. But, with this current administration, there's a lot that has been going on that is not a good look. In addition to that debacle, come to find out that the White House has a non-binary member of its staff who has been accused of stealing women's clothes at airports. And, I believe this guy might have been charged and convicted. So, and he's still working. Whew. This is who you Democrats voted for. This is what it is. All right. Let's hop into the topic. All right. On social media, on websites such as YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, which is the big one, there's been some passport bro shaming. And the shamers have primarily been the BWs, and if you look at the thumbnail, it's just the thumbnail has some characters who engage in blackmail shaming and passport bro shaming. And you see what they look like. These women make videos and they go on and on about how, how bad the passport bros are, or, that's one of the things they like to say. And these guys are going overseas and taking advantage of women in third world countries, and they're cheap, and, they're broke and dusty. And, last time I checked, passport was $160, $180 if you get the one with the extra pages, like I got, and I'm working on my third passport. I am not a passport bro per se, but I support the Passport Brothers 150%. They have all my support and then some. Getting back to these passport bro shamers. It's funny. Like I said, these women are making content, making videos and video shorts and stuff like that. And funny thing is, they're showing their faces, and they're showing their faces, they're showing themselves. And what these women don't realize is that the internet is global. People in other countries have access to the internet. They have access to these different apps and stuff, same as these women do. And the people in other countries, they get to see what these women look like. They get to hear how these women talk. They get to observe their mannerisms, their attitudes, their delivery. And I don't think these women realize that they are not helping their cause. They're not helping their cause. You know, of that audience, of that global audience who's watching these videos, some of them, a lot of them, are women from other countries. And those women are looking and listening and observing the women who make the anti-passport bros content, and you know, the women in other places, they're looking, and they're going, if this is what these guys are leaving, I don't blame them. And that's what the passport bro haters miss. That these other women see him, other men from other countries see him, and these people, they see him and they hear him and they understand what it is the passport bros are leaving. Another thing that these passport bro haters don't understand is that the women in other countries, they're encountering these passport bros. You know, now we attribute passport bros to black men, but actually, the passport bro community is full of every demographic of male in the U.S. who decided to go overseas and find what they're looking for elsewhere. So, in fact, I just watched a show from a YouTube content creator that had a Korean man who dubbed himself a passport bro and showed his passport, and he talked about how, you know, he referred to himself as a passport bro, and the same things that the black passport bros are saying. This Korean man was saying the same thing. In my travels, I've met white passport bros who, they know what it is and they support it, and they do it, and they have the same reasons for getting their passports and going to other countries to you know, find a better experience for themselves. So you know, passport bros are not just black men, but I digress. Getting back to the topic is that, you know, these women from other countries are meeting these men. They're able to talk to these men and spend time with these men. And I'm not going to say every experience that these women have had are positive, but they get to what I will say is that these women get to compare notes. They see the women who are passport bro haters in the U.S. making these videos, and they're actually talking to the, you know, conversely, are talking to guys who are passport bros, and they're able to make decisions for themselves how they're going to go about dealing with these guys. And with a lot of the guys that are actual passport bros, they, for the most part, have positive experiences, you know. And another point to that is that now, in response to the passport bro haters, you have women of other countries who are getting on YouTube and they're making pro passport bro videos. There's one content creator I can think of off the top of my head, Filipina P. You know, go check out her content, subscribe if you like it. But she is pro passport bro. Also, I think Chantel Simone, who she is a Jamaican girl. She is pro passport bro. And so you have, you know, you have these women making videos to counter the narrative of the anti-passport bro women, you know, and they're not the only ones, you know, and it's funny, you know, you would think women would be getting online from these other countries and co-signing what the anti-passport bro women are saying, but they're giving a different narrative. They're giving their experiences, and their experiences seem positive. So, it's again, this is a situation where the anti-passport bro women, uh, they see you. Filipina P, she's made comments. Chantel Simone has made comments. They've shown examples of anti-passport bro women. They've shown what they look like. And they gave their opinions on these women, and and they spoke of being sympathetic to the men who are passport bros. So and of the anti-passport bro people, there are also men who say, "Well, how come we never see these women? We never hear from them and stuff." And think about that now. You see them. They're on social media. They're on all of the websites, and they talk about their experiences, and that removes some of that doubt. That removes some of that skepticism and criticism. So, you know, it's interesting. you know, it's interesting, and it's ironic that these women, these anti-passport bro women, they get up there and they talk a lot of stuff, and the women that they're talking to see exactly why these guys got passports and left. I mean, one girl, one of the chicks in the thumbnails, she has a mustache, just mustache. Whew, yeah. With all of the beauty products that we have available in the U.S. at relatively cheap costs, this woman had a mustache, and she has a look that's, she's tried to doll it up a few times, but yeah, yeah. So it is what it is. I mean, keep on making them videos, anti-passport ladies. Keep on making them videos. Keep on showing yourself. you know. The funny thing about it is, if you make the videos and you make the commentary and you don't show yourself, people are less inclined to take it serious, from jump. But then when you show yourself and you look like what these guys say, the women that they're getting away from look like, and your behavior and tone matches up what those guys say, you make it hard on yourself. You make it hard to be believed by people outside this country. So yeah, keep on sticking your foot in your mouth, though. Keep it up, booger. Yeah, some of them are some straight up booger wolves. Straight up gorillas. It is what it is. But those are people that tend to complain about a whole lot. Because stuff don't go their way. It is what it is. All right. Anyway, I'm about to cut this short. This is Mr. Royce of Royce Media. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll be hitting you guys with some more videos real soon. So stay tuned. Peace, and I'm out.